A lot of traders are obsessed with perfect timing. They want the exact top, the exact bottom, that perfect candle, or the perfect moment. But perfect timing is not a trading plan. Most of the time, it is just pressure disguised as precision. So today, we're going to talk about how to time your entries without guessing. Because you don't need perfect timing, you need consistent timing. Hey, I'm Eric with Option Alpha. This is Options in Plain English. In the last lesson, we talked about what makes an entry valid. A valid entry means your conditions are met. The market environment fits, the strategy fits, the probability and reward, risk and position size all fit. Now we're going to add that next layer. When do you actually enter? Entry timing is the rule that tells you when to act once your setup is valid. The setup tells you what you're looking for. The timing rule tells you when to do it. And that matters because if your timing is random, your results will feel random too. Here's the rule of thumb. You don't need to enter perfectly. You need to enter consistently. Consistency is what makes a process testable. If you enter randomly, you can't really know if the strategy works. One trade enters at the open, another enters at lunch, another enters near the close, another enters after a big candle, another enters because you happen to be available. Now, when you review the results, what did you actually learn? Was the strategy bad? Was the timing or exit bad? Or was it just all random? You don't know, and that's why random timing creates random feedback. And random feedback is almost impossible to improve. Think of it like working out. If every workout is random, different exercises, weights, times, goals, it becomes really hard to know what is actually working. But if you follow a program consistently, then you can measure your progress, then you can adjust and improve on that progress. Trading entries work the same way. The goal is not to guess the perfect entry. The goal is to build an entry process that you can repeat. So instead of asking, is this a perfect moment? Ask, what is my timing rule? There are a few simple ways to do this. The first is a time-based entry. That means you enter during a specific window. For example, I'm only entering after the first 15 or 30 minutes of the market open, only entering in the morning or only entering in the afternoon, only entering before a certain time of day, and this helps remove randomness. Instead of reacting to every candle, you have a defined window, and you know when you're allowed to act. Now, why might someone avoid the first few minutes of the market? Because the open can be noisy, spreads can be wider, price can move quickly, and emotions are really high. That doesn't mean you can never trade the open. It just means you need to decide whether that fits your plan. The second type is event-based timing. This means you enter when something specific happens. Price breaks above a range, price rejects a level, volatility expands or contracts, a stock pulls back to a moving average, the market reaches a certain expected move level. These are event-based entries. You're not entering because you feel like it, you're entering because a condition happened. And the third type is condition-based timing. This means your timing depends on the setup being aligned. For example, only enter a credit spread if volatility is elevated, or only enter if the short strike is at a certain delta, or only enter if DTE is within a certain range, if the bid-ask spread is acceptable, or if the stock is not moving aggressively against your setup. And this is where timing and valid entries start to overlap. And that's okay, because in real trading, the best entries usually have multiple things lining up. Now, let's make that real in the platform. Let's say we're looking at a short put spread. Our market assumption is, I think SPX will stay above a certain level. So instead of entering randomly, we create timing rules. Maybe our entry is, I only look for trades after the first 30 minutes of the market open. Why? Because we want the early noise to settle. Then we check conditions. Is the volatility high enough? Is the option chain liquid? Is the credit worth the risk? Is the probability in the range? And is that max loss acceptable? Now, the trade is not based on, I feel like now is a good time. It is based on my entry window is open and my conditions are met, and that's a plan. Now, let's use SPX as a simple example. We're going to look at this current price, look at the option chain. Now, imagine two traders using this same strategy. Both are selling a put spread. Trader 1 enters right at the open when the price is moving fast and spreads are wider. Trader 2 waits until later in the morning when the market has settled and the pricing is cleaner. Same strategy, same symbol, but different timing. And that can lead to completely different results. Let's say another trader only enters near the end of the day. that may have its own pros and cons. Maybe there is less time left in the day, or the price has already moved and premium has definitely changed. The point is not that one window is always right. The point is that your timing should be intentional, not random. You're no longer chasing, you're waiting for something specific to happen. For example, if QQQ is stuck inside of a range, you may decide not to enter yet. But if QQQ breaks above the range or rejects the top of the range, or if volatility expands enough to make premium attractive, now you have a reason. And that reason becomes your rule, and that rule becomes something you can test. Now, this is where over-optimization can become a trap. A trader might test a strategy and say, well, it only works best on Tuesdays between 10:17 and 10:43 when the market was up exactly at 31%. And that might look amazing in a backtest, but it can also be way too specific. Over-optimization is when you make a rule so perfect in the past that it becomes useless in the future. And you don't want to trade rules that only worked because they were fitted with old data. You want rules that make sense, rules that are simple, and rules that can survive real market conditions. So here's a balance. Your timing rule should be specific enough to remove randomness, but simple enough to repeat. And that's the sweet spot. It's not vague, but also not over-engineered. It's repeatable. And this is where the automation mindset starts to show up. A vague timing rule is I'll enter when it feels right. An automation ready timing rule is if it's after 10 a.m. and before 2 p.m. and if volatility is above my threshold and the trade meets my probability and risk rules, then I can look for an entry. That's not emotional, that is structured. And structure is what we need before we can test, optimize, or automate anything. All right, quick recap. You don't need perfect timing, you need consistent timing. A valid setup tells you what you're looking for. A timing rule tells you when to act. Your timing can be time-based, event-based, or condition-based. Avoid random entries, avoid over-optimization, and build rules simple enough to repeat. All right, here's your assignment. Pick one strategy and write one timing rule. For example, I only enter if this trade is after blank, or I only enter if this trade is before blank. Then turn it into an if-then statement. If blank is true, then I can look for an entry. Keep it simple. The goal is not perfection. The goal is repeatability. And then go ahead and backtest that in our backtester. Choose something to trade, choose a strategy and a time, any other entry and exit criteria you'd like, and test it to see if that strategy will work for your plan that you are setting up. And that's how you take the guesswork out of options trading. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about some different strategies. And if you want a full structured track, the intermediate course is completely free at optionalpha.com. Subscribe for more options in plain English as we continue to take the guesswork out of options trading. I'll see you in the next video.